Hi and welcome back to another video. So today I'm bringing you a lovely mobile phone from the company called Nokia. So thank you to AO.com for sending this out for a review. I'm really looking forward to showing you exactly what's inside this box. This phone is beautiful. It's got so many different features on it and functions, but it also as well is Nokia's flagship model. So I think what we need to do is open up the box, take a look at what's inside and show you the ins and outs of the Nokia 8 Sirocco. Okay, so let's open up the box and let's take a look at what we get inside. So this is the Nokia 8 and it's the Sirocco edition. And it comes with Android O, so that's Oreo, installed automatically. It's based on the actual platform of Android One, which is basically a streamlined version of the Android operating system, but it also as well allows for security updates and other updates over a 2-year period to ensure that the device is fully secure, but also as well fully up to date as you go along through that period. So again, a really nice peace of mind when it comes to the device and the actual underlying operating system itself. So we get the actual phone itself. It's lovely and nicely kitted out in the box itself. What I'm going to do is just pop that to the side for the moment and we'll come back to that. We also as well, underneath the actual tray for the phone, we get inside here the SIM ejector tray actual device, and it's just basically plugs into the side, you push it and it opens up the tray and you pop in your SIM card. Inside that box I am led to believe it actually comes with a travel case. So this is to ensure that you keep all them fingerprints off and make sure that no scratches end up on the screen. But scratches are a thing of the past when it comes to Gorilla Glass. This actual device comes with full Gorilla Glass from edge to edge, and I'll talk about that in a little more depth shortly. So we'll pop that case over to the side. It's a really nice addition, to be honest. I was quite impressed that that came in the box. And then we get another little box which is quite heavy, and I am presuming this is all of the chargers. So this actually supports fast charging, and you can actually get a pretty much an 80% charge of the actual battery in 30 minutes. So again, compared to other devices like smartphones out there or different competitors, this is extremely fast indeed. So it's a really nice plug itself. It's not going to encroach on anything. I know that there's a lot of plugs out there on the market that basically plug in, and especially if you've got a multi-adapter or a multi-socket, what happens is it oversplays itself and you can't get another plug in the socket next to it. This one is actually pushing it all the way out, and again it's just USB and it goes to USB on the actual device itself. What else we get in the box in here, if I can get it all to come out, we get the actual USB charger. So this is your USB to USB-C charger, and again it's really nice and thick, it's really hefty, it feels very industrial, so again it's not going to fray at the ends like some other competitors out there, basically fray at the corners of each of them because they get used. This is not going to fail over time. I have noticed with some of my other devices that I use on a daily basis that my actual cables fail after about 6 months because of the pressure points that you find on here. But again, you don't need to worry so much about charging via the cable because it supports wireless charging and that fast charge as well. What we also as well get in here, and we get a set of very nice, and already I can feel this. This is a braided headphone. So these don't actually come as a 3.5mm jack anymore. They are actually USB-C. Now the USB-C is going to give you high quality audio, so up to 24 bits, which is what the actual phone provides. And these are going to come through what are amazingly beautiful metal earbuds themselves. They are wired. Again, they're not wireless, but they do come with the ability to make phone calls, to be able to change track, to increase volume, to be able to basically activate your voice assistant. Again, this is Google based operating system, so again you're going to be able to use Google Assistant through that too. So you're going to be able to basically have a conversation with that device and be able to actually control a lot of the functions while your device is in your pocket or your bag. So again, these are very nice indeed. They feel quite heavyweight. They're not too heavy, so don't get me wrong there, but they feel weighty enough that the drivers inside are going to really give a really rich experience, and we'll check them out later on in the video. We also as well nicely provided in here some additional earbud, ear canal fixments. So this is the rubberized area that sits on the bottom of the earbud itself to ensure the best fitment in your ear. So I'll pop all them over to the side for the moment, and let's take a look at what else we get in the box itself. So Nokia have kindly given you a actual headphone jack, so the 3.5mm jack to USB-C, whereas other competitors out there on the market have just removed these out of their boxes. So again, nice one there, Nokia. I really like the fact that you are able to keep this in your box and keep everybody happy, because I've got some really nice headphones that are 3.5mm jack. I've got Bluetooth ones, I've got wireless ones, but my favourites are always the wired ones, and I really like the fact that I'm not going to have to go out and buy an adapter, so thank you for that. We also as well have a quick start guide that comes with the actual box itself, just basically telling you all the features, functions that are actually on the device, how to actually pop in your SIM card, how to get it turned on, and really get going as quickly as possible. Again, this is Android based. It's using the Android One platform. It's very simple to use. It's actually streamlined, so it's very secure. It's always updated. You're going to have peace of mind from that side of things, but it's not bloated, and I think that's the key thing here. Is Android One is basically something that's going to not be full of other applications that you don't want, but also as well it's going to give you quick access to the applications that you do want. So we also as well have the product and safety information, and this is just going to give you some information around the batteries and the charging, and also as well the device itself. So I'm going to move all these to the side, and let's take a look at the actual device itself. So it comes all nicely wrapped, and it is beautiful from what I can see already. I can see the beautiful edge-to-edge display. It looks so nice. So I've actually seen these in real life myself already, and I've really enjoyed getting my hands on these again. Now, it feels so nice. It feels quite weighty, but at the same time it feels quite lightweight for the size of what it is. It is really nice in the fact that it is just all black with this very lovely silver chrome sort of accent round the edges. It just feels, given the fact that these edges sweep out from both the back and the front, so it's not just on one side, it just flows into itself, and it just feels so nice and sharp on the edges. Now, some people actually think that this sharpness is a detriment to the actual device. I personally think it's a beautiful design, and I think it really feels nice in the hand. It's not feeling like it's going to slip out my hand because it's so curved. It feels that it's curved, but then it's got a bite point on the ends, and I really like that. It's so lovely in the fact that we've got everything to hand. So we've got some controls on the side here for volume and also as well assistance. We've also as well got the USB at the bottom, and we've also as well got on the back here, we've got a dual camera, and we've got a fingerprint reader too. So again, giving that next level of security. Again, some people don't want to register their face to be able to have facial recognition for security purposes, but some people really do like the fact that the speediness that comes from fingerprint readers really does give them access to the things that they want quickly. So let's power it on and see what it looks like. So very, very simple to do. All we do is press the button on the side and we just wait for it to power up. So that's it booting up now. It won't take too long. And in fact, there we go. It's only taken a couple of seconds and the actual device is live. So I think what I'll do is I'll move you on the camera and we'll take a look at actually how the phone looks in a little bit more depth, some of the applications that come with it, but also as well some of the other amazing features like waterproof, and also as well some of the really nice pieces like audio and video quality. Okay, so out of the box, the device is absolutely beautiful. It does attract fingerprints so quickly, as you can see here. It does get it very quickly on the back and the front too. But again, this is due to the fact that this glass is so amazingly strong. Using the Corning Gorilla 5 glass is going to give you the ability to have them little knocks, them little bumps, without worry that these are going to crack or smash. But as well, it's very tough, it's very scratch resistant. So again, you can go with no back on it, you can put the case on it that comes with it, but again, it's not really a major worry like some of the other ones on the market are. So again, very quick to start going through the actual setup, and I'm going to do that to save a little bit of time, and I'll come back to you in a few seconds. So Nokia say that ordinary life deserves an extraordinary phone, and I think I agree with that, in the fact that, you know, our ordinary life, you know, we always want something that's going to help manage, it's going to help benefit our lives in some way. And I think this phone really sort of encompasses quite a lot of things that I personally would look for within a phone itself. Again, like I say, the glass is made by Corning, it's Gorilla Glass 5. The actual device itself is powered by Android One, so again, no bloatware on this device whatsoever. It's also as well got the security updates to 3 years and major OS updates up to 2 years. So again, you've got peace of mind through that. It's also as well extremely powerful, so for Nokia this is the most powerful phone that they actually deliver, which is a Snapdragon 835, 6GB of RAM, 128 gigs worth of storage, but also as well is a 2K display on a 5.5 inch actual display itself, using POLED. So again, you're getting really good quality screen, really high powered actual processor, and lots of storage on there. It isn't the latest in actual processors, but it is actually one of the fastest ones that Nokia provide. Given the fact that it's based on the Android One platform, again, it's going to make it a little bit more speedy than some of the higher powered processors on competitors using more of the bloated Android platform itself. So the device itself is very simple and very intuitive to use in the standard Android way. It's just very simple to use. We've got all the basic applications that you would tend to need, such as Google Maps, we've got the Play Store, we've got music, we've got YouTube, we've got all the standard applications. So also as well, it comes with an amazing camera already built in, with Pro modes too. So again, giving you that really good quality and that ability to actually take amazing photos. It's 12 megapixel, wide angled. It's also as well using a lens that they previously used to use with partnership, and that's the Zeiss lens. Again, it's dual optical, so again, you can have this 2x zoom already built in. So you just literally just press the button once and it immediately zooms in for you. And again, if you throw that over to the side, we can enable all the Pro modes as well, just by simply clicking this button down here and going to Pro. That's going to then enable all these rich functions, and again, they're very simple to use, such as we've got auto white balance, and we can change that to wherever we need on the scale just by clicking and moving our finger. We also as well have things like focus mode, and again we can put things in and out of focus to really sort of gauge in the same way as we would with an SLR to really get the best out of our photos. We can also as well play with our ISO level, and we can do things like the shutter speed to ensure that we're getting exactly what we want. So really nice features that come from there, and again, very simple to use. So I'll come out of there. So we've also as well got features like live bokeh, and that's going to allow us to get a really nice depth of field on the actual photos too. So again, we can adjust these so easily just by swiping our fingers or pressing the button for auto. And again, we've got the ability to use video on there too. So if I go back to photo, and again I can quickly change over to video, I've got the 2x lens on there available too. So again, I'm really starting to build something that is in effect the same quality as what I would get from a digital SLR. So again, it really does build a really nice package, allowing me to be able to take wonderful videos and footage as well. So if I come back out of there, we also as well have all of the standard range of things that come with the Google platform, such as Google Drive for storage, we've got the Google Store itself, we've got calendars, we've got the actual web browser, and again, the nice thing that comes from all of this is the fact that everything is all built into it that you're going to need at one go. What I would say is this corner, as you look at it on the actual sides of the actual screen, where it blurs over to it, the problem that I have and that I've seen so far is that this is a white background, and I know that because I use Google every single day and the whole page is white. However, because of the different angles that you look at it at, it tends to blur out into sort of a bluey grey in certain angles, unless if you're looking at it directly. And I think for me, that's probably the only detraction that I've found on this phone so far, is that it's a beautiful screen. I mean, I can't deny that this curve is absolutely beautiful. It feels nice, it's nice and sharp, but at the same time being very smooth over the corner. But it does make it very difficult to see how the actual, whether you've got images and things like that running, just on this portion of the actual screen, that it becomes a little bit annoying with the colour aspects. So again, you're not going to get absolute crystal clarity over the colour profile, but the actual quality of the screen will give you really, really nice crisp images. So as we know, it's a Google-based operating system, so naturally it comes with YouTube already built in. And again, I really like the fact that music played through this actual device is extremely loud, but also as well it is very, very clear. So again, really, really beneficial for me because I really like my music, but I like to watch things as well. So again, the actual volume controls are on the side and it's very easy to use. But as you can see, it's very loud, but extremely clear at the same time. And I think that's one of the big things for me, is that yes, you can crank up some music, but you really want to make sure that it's actually delivering it at the exact sort of clarity that the artist intended. So it's very, very simple to use, very easy to use, intuitive applications, and that's standard from what we've come to know from Google themselves as they develop this Android platform. So another thing that I've really liked about this actual phone itself, and what I'm enjoying with quite a few phones that are coming out nowadays, now don't worry, it's not actually got gin in as the actual glass says, but it's IP67 rated, so I can pop this into some water and it doesn't have any problems whatsoever. Again, the really, really good thing that comes from that is the fact that I can actually still use this phone without any problems once I've actually immersed it in some water. But it's really nice in the fact that I could drop this in a puddle. I've got the protection from the Gorilla Glass, I've got the scratch resistance from the Gorilla Glass, but then also as well I've got the waterproof and the dust proofness that comes from the actual phone itself. So again, I can put this in any direction that I need and it's going to protect it from anything. Just a quick dry off and hey presto, we're back up and running, no problems whatsoever. So as I said earlier on in the video, Sony actually provide a beautiful set of headphones that actually come with the device itself. They are USB powered, and again it's USB-C, and it just plugs into the bottom of the device very simply. Again, these can be used on any device that's got a USB-C, so again multi-use, so if you've got a laptop or a desktop or another device like a tablet or something like that that has a USB-C, you can use these actual headphones themselves. So there is no real sort of indication to show whether or not they're left or right, but you do get the feel when you actually put them in, so I know that that's fit into my ear quite nicely there. And again, the moment you put them in with that rubberized ear canal fitment, it's really sort of immediately taken out some of the background noise that I've got going on in the background here. And it's really nice to have that sort of minor sort of noise reduction already there, but the actual sound quality, I've used this on a couple of audio books already, and also as well on some music, and I've found it to be really high quality compared to some of my other competitor actual headphones. Some of the high range sort of £300–400 headphones, these are definitely the same sort of equivalency of actual quality. I would definitely say that using high-end 320k MP3s and DAC files and things like that, these are really good to actually reproduce the clarity that I want to get when I'm enjoying some of the music that I listen to. So I'm really impressed that these come in the box, and again, you tend to just get some basic headphones that come with these sort of model of phone, but I've found that Nokia have actually just upped their game against their competitors and provided something that is not only beautiful looking, not only hardware being made out of metal, really good drivers inside them, but also as well they're going to be long lasting, and as well they're giving you all of that amazing clarity too. So, time to go into the summary. So, the beautiful, outstanding Nokia 8 Sirocco. It is an absolute piece of art in my mind. It looks beautiful, it feels nice, it's got these sharp edges on the corners, but it's curved into them. It's got beautiful glass made by Corning, the Gorilla Glass 5. It's got dual camera by Zeiss. It's absolutely amazing. It's edge to edge. It's got some really nice features such as the ability to record in 24-bit. It's got absolutely amazing quality of camera shots, whether it be in video or in photo mode. So with Pro mode, you can get all them sort of professional shots that you may want to get. And again, the really nice thing that comes from that is that you're getting the whole package in this one small screen. It's a 5.5 inch, so again, it's a 2K screen, and you're going to get amazing clarity. There has been some sort of niggles that I've found with it. I really do like the fact that it comes with Android One, and again, you're going to get that peace of mind from the security updates for up to 3 years and the software updates for up to 2 years, and it's based on the Android O platform Oreo, and again, you know, that gives you that peace of mind. However, some of the problems that I have found with it is not only do the battery not sort of last the same amount of time as what they profess, I probably found around 2/3 of the time. Now, I don't know whether or not that's just a case of maybe some background apps that I was working with, but to be honest, I haven't installed many apps onto the actual phone other than what is standard. So again, I wanted to sort of see what it would be like outside of the box. So I found that the actual battery life hasn't sort of coped with what I anticipated it would have been. Also as well, I've found that the actual colour profiling of the screen itself, when you actually look at it in basically anything other than straight on, so from a side to a side or up and down in effect, when you're actually trying to look at it, you get this sort of blur into all sorts of different colours. So if you've got maybe a blue colour, solid blue colour across the whole screen, as you move it around you can get this sort of green or yellow or red, depending upon the colours that you're looking at. Even a plain white screen, maybe look at Google or YouTube or something, when you turn it around you get this blue effect on the side. And again, I think it's down to that sort of edge-to-edge display. I have seen it on some of the competitors compared to the actual Nokia, and I've seen exactly the same issue. However, I think if you can live with that and you're looking at it straight on or on the angle, again 16:9, you know, if you're watching a movie or something, and you're happy with that, then great, it's not a problem. I think the design is absolutely beautiful, but I think Nokia really put some really good sort of design qualities in this actual device itself. I personally don't think that the actual hold of the actual device is that bad. Some people have found that it's been quite slippery. I actually find this a lot easier to hold than my iPhone X, and to be honest, that's slippery enough being full glass as well. But this one, I really like the edges. I have found the actual buttons on this side a little hard to use. Sometimes I'm ending up pressing the wrong button rather than pressing a volume button, and I think that could have just been a case of if they'd just moved one onto one side and had the sort of like the volume side on one side and the assistance button or the turn off button on the other side, I think that would have given a bit more clarity. But apart from that, I think the actual design is beautiful. The actual device in total, I would probably give maybe an 8 out of 10 on it. You know, it fits my sort of needs. You know, I want something that's going to be long lasting, looks good, gives me plenty of power. Again, Snapdragon 835. It's quad core, it's not sort of the high end now, but with the Android One platform and without having that sort of bloatware on it and none of the apps that you don't need, this really delivers something that is actually quite fast and sort of nippy while you're actually going from app to app. I think if you're looking for something that is more of the flagship phone, but you're not wanting to go down the road of something like an iOS device or one of the sort of standards that people go for, and you want something that's a little bit different, that's going to be sort of a nice talking point, I think the Nokia really sort of fits that bill. So I think if you are looking for something that delivers speed, performance, lots of storage, really nice camera, really sort of that all-encompassing package, I definitely think it's worth looking at. But be wary of the fact that, you know, this edge-to-edge display will give that sort of that mismatch of colours as you look in different directions. And also as well, the battery life I haven't found to be actually as good as what they've professed it to be. But with the peace of mind of that sort of updates and the security updates, you know, you've got the fingerprint reader on it, and also as well you've got that really nice camera too. You know, it gives a whole rounded piece. So thank you to AO for sending me one of the Nokia 8 Siroccos to take a look at. I've really enjoyed having a play with this one, and I hope it's been interesting for you too. Let me know in the comments section down below if you have a Nokia device and what you think of it. And if you've got any questions whatsoever about the device itself, pop them in the comments section down below. If you've enjoyed the video, hit that like button, and if you want to stay tuned for more videos, hit that subscribe button with notification bell. And I look forward to seeing you in another video.